everybody, it's Dave here once again, this time with a 4th of July special. I normally watch the movie 1776, and I probably still will tonight. But first, there was a few things that got me thinking about storylines, whether it be from that great musical, 1776, or from what's about to happen as your Minnesota Vikings are about to enter training camp and the 2023 season. First up, I'm curious to see if Brian Flores will be the best move by head coach Kevin O'Connell yet. After a disappointing season on defense last year and the subsequent release of Ed Donatel, the team could use a boost. And Flores has a proven track record of turning around defenses. Will we see significant improvement in the defense this season compared to last season? I sure hope so, and I expect it. I'm also wondering, how long will it take for the defense to get its legs underneath it, to start playing, with purpose and in cohesion, communicating and moving around like they're supposed to? And which players will step up as the key players in that Flores defense? The Vikings have some promising young talent on defense, and they'll need to step up and fill some of the big shoes left by players who have since departed the team, be it through age mainly or through cost of contract. Either way, the young guys are going to have to step it up, and I'm curious how long it's going to take. Next, sticking with the defense, how long is this soap opera surrounding Danielle Hunter going to end or last? When will the contract dispute be resolved? And what will that resolution be? There are 4 possible outcomes that I see. I'm curious to see which one will come to pass. The best case scenario would be a multi-year extension that keeps Hunter in purple and gold for years to come. But there are also other possibilities, including a short-term Band-Aid fix that he was supposedly disgruntled about. That gives him money for this season, and that's about it. Now, another possible term or possible solution or whatever, it could be that he gets traded. But is that good for the Vikings? It'd take an awful lot. It definitely won't help them in 2023. And the last possible scenario I see is, what if he just holds out? Who will blink first, Danielle Hunter or the Minnesota Vikings? Either way, I'm curious to see how this soap opera, as my good friend and member of Vikings First and SKOL, Justin Day, likes to call it. Also, now let's flip over to the offensive side of storylines I'm tracking. On the offensive side of the ball, I'm interested to see how quickly Jordan Addison will become a true wide receiver number 2. Adam Thielen is gone off to Carolina, as we all know, so the Vikings need to develop their young, talented first-round draft pick. Until then, I expect to see KJ Osborne in the spot to start, but will Addison step up and become that reliable wide receiver 2 target for Kirk Cousins? And will we see more heavy sets early with more utilization of C.J. Ham and the addition of Josh Oliver as a firm tight end too? The Vikings have some talented tight ends on their roster. Who all's going to make it in that room? And they could use them to create mismatches and keep the defense guessing. And we all know that Kevin O'Connell wants to do just that. Of course, I'm also to see if Kirk Cousins will step up his play and mastery of the offense in this second year. He's got some talented weapons at his disposal, but he needs to take better care of the football and make more plays down the field. And overall, be more efficient and keep drives alive the whole game, not just the fourth quarter and the opening drives. And will the O-line take its next step and look better than ever? I'm especially curious to see if Brian O'Neill will be ready for the start of the season. He's a talented right tackle, as we all know, but will he trust his repaired Achilles early? And will the O-line as a whole take their game to the next level? And one storyline that we can't leave out, it's one almost every year, is who win the kicking competition? Will it be veteran Greg Joseph or rookie Jack Podlesny? It might seem a small thing, but a reliable kicker can be the difference between a win and a loss in the NFL. Now, we know last year we did not lose a game because of Greg Joseph, but there was plenty of opportunities to, especially with those missed extra points. That was so frustrating. So those are my storylines going into the Minnesota Vikings training camp and the 2023 season. But I want to hear from you. What are the storylines you're following? Let me know below in the comments, and we'll highlight them this week. Hey, as usual, everybody asks, Dave, what are you sipping? Tonight, a delicious, recommended by one of you viewers, Woodford Reserve. That's right, going with a Woodford Reserve bourbon. And it is remarkably very complex. I like it. Very good. Well, until next time, I want you to be safe this weekend, this 4th of July. Celebrate the start of the country and that it's still around today. We want you to come back with all your digits and come back alive, safe, and well-rested. And until next time, this is Producer Dave signing off. We'll see you soon. And of course, what do we say? Go Vikings! Like, subscribe, and ring the bell. And thank you for watching or listening. And a big shout out goes to our podcast partners, Fans First Sports Network. By fans, for fans. This has been a Vikings First and SKOL production.